Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? I'm Tash. We love to have fun on this channel and spread nothing but positivity and have a great time playing with, what else? Makeup. So, if you will hit that subscribe button before you leave and the bell notification so that you are notified each time I upload, which is 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And you guys can already tell by the title what this video is about, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some makeup. Alright you guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into this basket of BH Cosmetics. I am barefaced right now. All I've got on is my moisturizer. Apologize for the hurrah. I just kind of didn't feel like doing too much to it since we're going to get into makeup. So the first product that I'm going to start off with is their foundation primer. I will leave all of these items linked down below as always. Now as you guys can tell, a lot of these items are still in the box from the haul that I did. I have not opened these items. A lot of this stuff I have never played with before. So this is all new to me. This is what the foundation primer looks like. I believe they had a mattifying one on there. I'm not too sure. So, oh nice, it's sealed. I always love when my products come sealed, just because, you know, then nobody can mess with it. This is a foundation primer. Okay, it looks like this. Get up here. Focus. There we go. So it's kind of flesh colored. Doesn't smell like anything. It feels nice and silicone-y. Which I kind of wish that I would have realized that, because I generally only put silicone primers here on my face just because I have dry skin, and the silicone primers I use for my pores don't like to look pory. I like to look like I have glass skin. Who am I kidding, right? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the light up in here, guys. It's looking a little dark to me. So right off of first application, I do like how that went over my pores. It went nice and smooth. I'm actually going to add a little bit more just to the back of my hand. This does need to be shaken up, so next time I use it, I will definitely do that. Because it has kind of like this, I don't know, like a watery consistency, sort of. I'm moving here a little bit closer for you guys, and we're going to see if this fills my pores in nicely. Because again, it does have that silicone feel. Oh yeah. This is nice on the pores. Now, my only problem is I'm really funny about what pore primers I use, because a lot of this stuff will break me out. So, it does fill them in nicely though. I'm not sure if you guys can tell the difference. But I think it looks nice. It is getting a little dry on my nose, which pore primers tend to do, which is why I go in with a hydrating primer first. But this is the only primer I have from them, so this is the only primer I'm going to use. And as far as having a full face, the only thing that I do not have from BH is a mascara. So I'm going to use one of my own. Just going to use the rest of this and start pressing it in areas that I feel need a little more pore coverage. And I do this with my regular pore primers. Okay, so it's not my favorite right off the bat, but it does help a little bit. I mean, it's absolutely better than nothing. But I think maybe, you know, once I get it shooken up really well, it will probably work better. I just honestly was not expecting that. I didn't look at the back of the package at the ingredients or anything, and I see dimethicone, silicone. So yeah, it's my bad. I should have looked at that. But moving on, I'm going to go ahead and move into their foundation. Now, I don't know if you guys watched my haul, but if you did, you noticed that when I looked at the container, I was like, oh my god, it looks too light. And it does, but we are going to fix that because I have a deepener from Catrice. A shade adjuster, if you will. So I'm going to use this if need be. I got mine in the shade Light Olive, and it does look too light right off the bat. Oh wow, so I went to open the thing and this whole thing came off. Nice. So let me try that again. The cap apparently was not sealed on very well. There we go. This is the first time that I'm opening this, so I was not expecting that at all. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead. It does have a nice little pump. It's a nice frosted glass bottle, which I love. I love when high-end, when affordable brands put a glass bottle and a pump. That sounds disgusting, but that is me trying to get the product out. Okay, you guys, so she's pretty thick. If you guys can see that. Pretty thick right off the bat, and it doesn't look that light. I'm gonna test just a little bit on the side of my face and see if I could get away with this without adding the deepener in it. I think I might look like a ghost if I do that. So I'm gonna add just a very small drop of this Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transformation Drops, and this is in the shade Deep, I believe. It's just it's kind of like a dark foundation. I mean, you could do this if you have a dark foundation. You don't need a shade transformer or deepener or what have you. Now mine is almost out, so this might be like pulling teeth. Forgot to order some more. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut the tube, and we're gonna use what's left in here and say, oh God, there's a lot left. I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. Like, I'm one of those people, I cut tubes and I use the rest of the product because hello, I paid for it. And there's always a ton of product left in tubes. So really quickly, I'm gonna get you guys to hang on. And I'm gonna put this in a plastic baggie because there is tons of product left in here. Yes, I am that girl. Always have been, always will be. I cannot get over how much product is left in tubes. It's so crazy, and so many people waste it. It drives me insane. I can't believe how bad it drives me insane, but it does. So, yeah, as you guys can tell, adding that, it kind of deepened it up a little too much, so I'm just going to add another pump, and we are going to get my perfect shade match going on here, and then we are going to apply this to my face. Now, I am a little concerned that it's going to be like a dry matte, just because of how thick it is right off the bat. This is a little bit deeper than my skin tone, which is fine with me. I'm still gonna apply it and use it. And if I need to, I will add a little bit more product to adjust the shade. Also, I don't know if you guys could tell or not, my eyebrows are already on. I did pick up their HD brow pencil. It's right here in the shade Brunette. I absolutely love this. It has that fine micro tip, like a lot of the eyebrow pencils out there. And it worked really nice. Like, I didn't have any issues or anything applying it to my face. So I really, really, really like the brow pencil. And it is like the truest brunette shade that I have found. So loving that. Oh yeah, this is my shade. It's just like one shade deeper than my actual skin tone. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm not seeing a ton of coverage here. And I used quite a bit. I don't know if you guys saw everything that was on the back of my hand, but I pretty much used it all. So yeah, we're gonna have to mix up some more. And oh my goodness, I hope this does not feel super thick, because I don't like super thick. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned it, you guys, I'm sorry. I have not been filming for like a day or two, so I'm kind of out of the loop. This is the BH Liquid Foundation called Naturally Flawless. Again, mine is in the shade Light Olive, which is kind of light. So I'm just putting a little bit more on the back of my hand. I'm gonna go into the Catrice Transforming Drops, and we're gonna mix up some more. I cannot get over how much product is in this tube. That is crazy. So ladies, don't be wasting your products, cut your tubes. And you know, I'm not trying to sound super cheap, but you will not believe how much product is still in those tubes. I'm telling you, like, especially with thick products like Bath and Body Works, lotions and stuff. You guys, I cut my tubes. Yeah, not a ton of coverage, but I would say it's like a light medium with two layers. It's not feeling super heavy on the skin so far, which I'm very thankful for, because this is a very thick formula. I don't know yet. Guess we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Alright, you guys, so I did use everything that was left on my hand. And so far, again, it's still not covering everything that I would like it to. It's not too heavy on the skin so far, but I feel like if it's gonna get heavy, it's gonna be, you know, as the product wears on throughout the day. So I can definitely feel that I'm wearing foundation, but like I said, it's not that heavy. I'm just gonna go in by my laugh lines here and kind of with a clean sponge and pick up any of that excess product, because I'm afraid this is gonna be matte. It's not drying down yet, but I don't know. A lot of companies, I feel like it's just right off the bat, it's matte. So without saying so or anything. So you never know what to expect. I don't hate it right off the bat. I definitely don't hate it. It's not the greatest coverage. I've definitely had some better coverage, but I do have their Total Coverage Concealer, I believe it's called, which I hear is supposed to be full coverage. So hopefully I did not get mine too light, and hopefully we will be able to cover up some of these scars that I have. So going into the box, I have mine in the shade 111, which it just has a number. So, oh, sorry guys, this is what the box looks like. It looks just like the primer box. So this is their Total Coverage Concealer. Hide imperfections, neutralize discoloration, and brighten up your complexion instantly with our Studio Pro Total Coverage Concealer, an opaque liquid cream that gives the appearance of perfect skin. Now, I have heard that this is a pretty thick formula, and I did read the reviews on it. So this is what mine looks like. It may be too light, don't know yet. But some of the reviews said it was really, oh, that's kind of cool. So you just kind of press it like this. Some of the reviews said that it was kind of drying on the under. Oh, God. Don't press too hard. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to stop talking for a minute, y'all, because I got quite a bit that came out. So I'm just taking my e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush, and we're going to spread that all around my face. Which, yes, you guys, this is super duper thick. I just want to show you guys the applicator. I barely squeezed this, and all of that came out. So it is super thick. Go ahead and wipe this off so that I can put this little bad boy away. Don't. Oh, that was supposed to stay on. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know, you guys. I'm having kind of problems with their packaging, it seems like, today. So stuff is coming off that's not supposed to be coming off, but BH is very affordable. Never had issues with their products, so I'm not going to start complaining now about goofy stuff. So I did order mine a couple shades too light. That's okay, though. Ooh, it dries really quickly. You see that big old bright spot? It's really hard to order your makeup offline. I mean, sometimes I don't mind doing it. Like if I know the website or I know my shades from that brand, but otherwise it is very hard to order offline. And these guys actually have quite a bit of shades in the concealer. I think they have more concealer shades than they have foundation shades. Wow, this is really full coverage. Look at my face, y'all. But as always, you guys, we will make this work. You guys probably sitting back thinking, damn, this girl does not know how to pick out her colors. I promise you I do. First of all, we used way too much of this because of how much squirted out onto my face. So that's what happened there. The foundation shade was working for us. Wow. That is really opaque. It seriously just changed the color of my face. So let me wipe my hand off real quick. My little makeup wipe here and my brush too, because it has a ton of that concealer in there. And then we're going to get into the powder. I'm a little worried, again, that this is not my shade. I got my powder in the shade 230, which one of my favorite YouTubers that is kind of my skin tone, this is the shade that she wears, so this is how I ordered it. Oh my god, this mirrors the matte compact. The MAC Studio Powder Foundation Compact. This is exactly what this looks like. Oh my god, I think that's going to be too light. It's showing up way lighter on camera than what it is. This is actually a winter shade for me, so this should work. If it does not, it's all good. We're just going to add some of my actual powder because I don't want to look like a ghost. Well, hopefully it's showing up on camera, you guys. This is actually my shade. So this is working pretty good so far. Now this is a matte powder, so I'm really trying not to put too much on. We're also going to bronze my face up really well because on camera I'm looking way lighter than I actually am in person. Now I also use that concealer for an eye primer because I don't have one. From them anyway. Wow, that set my face really nice. Usually, in this area here, I have to set like just extra, like way extra for whatever reason. So that feels nice so far. It doesn't look too bad for being a matte powder. So I'm going to give it the same respect that I give everything. We're going to go ahead and spritz my face. And since I don't have a facial spray from BH, I'm just going to go in with the e.l.f. post-workout spray. Alright, you guys, I'm going to let my face dry, and we will be right back to get into some bronzer, blush, eyeshadow, and all that fun stuff. Alright, y'all, so now that my face is fully dry, I have to say, right off the bat, I am really, and I mean really impressed with this powder so far. It is not looking dry or cakey or anything, and this is a matte powder. It says BH Studio Pro Matte Finish Pressed Powder. It's doing really good so far. I'm very surprised. The only problem area that I'm seeing right off the bat, and this is off of first impressions, is right here in my laugh line. But almost every foundation does that to me. So it's just kind of one of those things where I always have problems in those areas. So let's go ahead and move on to their Brilliance Bronzer. This is a satin finish bronzer. I got mine in the shade Bronze Babe. And it's this bronzer right here. I heard Tati raving about this. So, of course, I had to pick it up because Tati is one of the queens of YouTube, in my opinion. I love Tati. Excuse me. I've been watching her since the beginning of her channel, and I just think that she's so down to earth and just so gorgeous and adorable and just funny. I love Tati. Okay, so here's the packaging for that. It's very pretty. It's like a rose gold top with a white bottom. Oh wow, and this looks really promising and really pretty. So I'm gonna jump into one of my newer brushes from BH, and I'm gonna go into the Royal Affair brush number 4. It has a nice angled thing to kind of get in there for those contours of the hollows. So dipping in, I am gonna go ahead and knock that rust off. Here's what it looks like. Ooh, nicely pigmented. Do you guys see that? Very nice. We're gonna blend that just because I don't want a straight line. So same with the other side here. That's nicely pigmented. I believe this bronzer was pretty inexpensive. I will list the prices down below. Of course, not the sale prices, the regular prices. And then BH is always having a sale, you guys. So, I mean, you're going to get the hookup. I'm just going to do the sides of my nose with the same. Not getting too precise on a nose contour today. Hopefully you guys saw my brush declutter. I was so proud of that. And I counted at the very end, you guys, I actually wound up getting rid of 35 brushes, which is really, really good for me because it is really hard to get rid of your makeup brushes. I think so. So I'm just going to take my powder brush and kind of tap a little bit so that it doesn't look harsh on my end. Right off the bat, I really, really like that bronzer. It's not looking orange or any kind of weird stuff like that to me, well, in person anyways. Now, on the foundation and powder, right off the bat, like looking at it now, I don't like the way that it's sitting on my nose. It's kind of dry, which my nose area is super dry. And I feel like it's sitting in my pores kind of funny, but we're going to see how it wears. Now, the next item, I also picked up their nude blush palette. I used to have their, I think it was a Glamour blush palette back in the day. It was so pretty, so pigmented. And it just got old, you know, after a while. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's super basic, which I don't mind. And the product inside is so pigmented and so beautiful. These are the blushes. Right up my alley, right? So this is their blush palette. Oh, like I said, the nude blush palette, and you get 10 of them in here. It looks like essentially you're getting 9 mattes and 1 shimmer. I would probably not use this as a blush, but maybe a blush topper or a highlight. It's pretty pigmented. Focus. My camera doesn't really want to focus, but it is pretty pigmented. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm gonna go ahead and dip into So Hard, maybe these two right here on the bottom right here where my fingers are. Get that bronzer out of the way. I cannot get over this packaging, you guys. So beautiful. And let's try another newer brush. I think I'm gonna try this brush. This is from that Studded Couture collection from BH Cosmetics as well. And this is the #1 brush, also angled. So just dipping into these right off the bat, I'm seeing pigment, which I'm not surprised at. I know their blushes are pigmented. I think I tapped off too much though. So there we go. Ooh, I like that. Very pretty. Not too much from tapping off, of course. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Oh, and you guys, my mistake. Or you know what, never mind. I forgot the eyeshadow palette comes with a highlighter in it. So yeah, I like that. The blush is really pretty. I didn't put on too much this time. Go me. Alright, you guys, so this is their new Zodiac Love Signs palette. I have not been able to get this out of the packaging yet, so I am praying that for the video I can get this out so we can use it. I did not try their first Zodiac palette. I honestly don't know why I didn't try it, but this one looked like it appealed more to me, so I picked this one up. I'm still having a hard time getting this out. It is really in there. Like, I don't remember having issues getting my Carly Bible palette out. And you know, I don't want to rip this off because this is the casing for it. So it's like, they just really did not make it easy to get in here. But I may have to because I don't know how else to get it out. Nick tried getting it out. I've tried getting it out. It's just, it does not want to come out here. Okay guys, so against my better judgment, I am ripping the bottom a little bit, and I will fix it after the video. You don't need to have this. These do have a magnetic closure on them. I just think that these outsides are really pretty, and it just adds a layer of protection to your palettes, so. But I can't get the palette out because it's too tight. So yeah, I kind of don't have a choice but to rip that one. Finally got it out. So you are getting 24 eyeshadows and a highlighter in this, which is why I did not purchase a separate highlighter from them. Oh god, this is gorgeous. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Try to hold it back a little bit more maybe. It also comes with a pretty large mirror, so I'm not gonna wait any longer. Let's go ahead and play with some makeup. First, we're gonna start out with that highlighter. And I'm just gonna take this e.l.f. Highlighting brush from the 2018 collection. I spray it with a little bit of spray. And we're gonna dip right into the center here of the highlighter. Ooh, that looks really pretty. It's pretty. The only thing that I'm not liking about this so far, the highlight, is that this is kind of one of those ones that kind of highlights your texture. So honestly, this is probably not one I would use on my face again, unless it kind of chills out a little bit when I set my face with setting spray after the fact. Because it has kind of little chunks of glitter in it. I don't know if it's picking up on camera or not, but I generally don't use those just because along here they will highlight all of my pore texture, and I don't like that. But moving on, we're gonna go ahead and move into some eyeshadow. And I'm just going to go in with one of my, actually we're gonna use these new brushes here. I'm gonna go into one of these blending brushes here from the Royal Affair collection, and we are gonna start off with a neutral shade. Now it looks like all of their baked shadows are around here, and then all of the matte shadows are here in the middle. So they don't have names except for on the very outside, and what they are is the zodiac names like Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, Pisces. The matte shades don't have names on them, so I assume that they just coincide with each one of the circle shades. So I'm gonna go into the matte shade for Cancer and then Leo. They're both kind of brown transition shades that look really pretty. So I'm gonna start off with Cancer, which is the lightest one. Just dipping my brush in. Ooh, that's got pigment. Tapping my brush off, and we're using this as a transition shade. If you guys can see that right off the bat, but it's pretty pigmented. And I used very little product. So right off the bat, these are blending in really nice. There's no patchiness. They're just like, they're blending like high-end shadows, which I'm not surprised about. If you have not tried BH Cosmetics, you guys are missing out. They have amazing eyeshadows. Back in the day, they were a little iffy, some of them. Like, they're all matte palette. That's like an $8 palette or something similar to that. They were dry, but they have since changed their formula, and their eyeshadows are bomb. Hopefully you guys can see this. I'm gonna go ahead and switch brushes after I color switch this one. And I'm gonna go into the Royal Affair brush number 6, which is just a little bit smaller than the one that I was using. And we're gonna dip into the matte shade for Leo. We're just gonna try to define that crease a little bit better. I feel like I've been playing with a ton of color lately, so I think I'm gonna kind of do something a little more neutral this time, just because I haven't done that in quite a while, I feel like. So far, this palette is really nice, you guys. These mattes are gorgeous and super pigmented. I'm just gonna take that shade. Actually, we're gonna step up to the shade Virgo, and I'm gonna show you guys that shade real quick. This is the matte shade for Virgo. Come on, camera. Right here. And on camera, it's kind of looking a little orange, but it's actually like a terracotta color, if that makes sense. It's super pretty. We're gonna deepen my crease up with that, or maybe warm it up. Oh my God, can you guys see that? That is pigmented, BH. You are doing that. So far, you guys, also, I haven't mentioned it yet, but there was not a lot of kick up in the pan at all, which is kind of surprising. Not to say that BH doesn't do good work, because they do. I'm just like, wow, there's not a ton of kick up at all. My Anastasia shadows have more kick up than what's in this pan right now. That's crazy. And they're much more expensive, and to me so far what I have tried is just as pigmented, so that's insane. Alright you guys, I'm gonna go into the outer V with the matte shade for Taurus. I'm a Taurus. It's kind of this chocolate brown shade here, if you guys can kind of see that right there. We're just going to deepen up my outer V a little bit. I'm still using the same brush. I'm just going to color switch it. Actually, no, let's get more precise because I'm kind of messy in the outer V. I'm going to use this pencil looking brush from the Studded Couture collection, and this is a brush number 11. It's got kind of this really pointed tip. It's kind of really help get in that outer V precisely. Ooh, I like that. Color and the brush, yes. So it not only helps you get really precise in the outer V area here, but it also kind of helps you come up in the crease just ever so slightly. I like that. Okay, so as I'm dipping into this chocolate shade, I am getting some kick up, which again, y'all know, not a deal breaker for me. Because the pigment is here, you guys. Guys, I'm so sloppy in my outer V. Can't help it though. I'm just gonna take my blending brush that I color switched and I'm just gonna kind of buff this out just a bit. Make it look a little sloppy, smoky. Also, I don't worry too much if I get a little sloppy here, because then I just take my concealer brush and just fix it. Or you can fix it with a little bit of powder. No big deal. Just adding some of that color back in there that blended away. Not too much. These are pretty nicely pigmented shades. Alright y'all, so now that we know how nice these mattes are, I am ready to get into one of these baked colors here. And these look so gorgeous. Now, I think I kind of want to stay on the lighter side for now. There are so many colors in this palette that, trust me, you guys, we will be playing with this palette again because I want to get into something crazy like these blues and all that jazz down here. We are definitely going to come back and play with some color. But for today, I'm going to go in with this shade Virgo. And I'm just going to swatch it really quickly because I don't know what their baked shadows are like. That's what it looks like right now, but I think, let's swatch it on my hand. Okay, she's pigmented. I see her right here. I'm going to wet it. I'm going to wet my brush and go in with it. And I'm going to take one of my older flat brushes that I know for sure works amazingly. And let's see what we come up with. I'm just going to take that same spray that I've been using, the e.l.f. Active Post-Workout Mist. And I'm going to let that brush dry off for just a second. Take a coffee break. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend so far. I am filming this on a Saturday night. So she's looking a little bit powdery. I don't know if you guys can see that. Hopefully this will focus. Focus, focus. Okay, well it's not going to because she's being temperamental. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Okay, well, not sure what I think just yet. Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay. So here's what it looks like so far. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Now, I have very minimal experience working with, oh, my camera's gonna die, really. It's been charging all day. Very minimal experience working with baked shadows. So maybe I'm just not the best at applying them. We'll see what it looks like once I finish the other eye. I am going to do that off camera because my battery light's flashing at me and I do want to make it through this video for you guys. So I will be back in a YouTube minute with the other eye finished with eyeshadow. Alright guys, so welcome back. The only thing that I did off camera was I finished applying the shade Virgo to my other eye, which is kind of this peachy kind of tone baked shadow. And then I also went under my eyes with the same matte shade Virgo, which is kind of that terracotta color that I threw into my crease. Then I also added my purple Physicians formula. This is from the Trio for brown eyes, that purple eyeliner that you guys have seen me use several times. And also my mascara, because you guys have seen me use my Ride or Die mascara of the moment 100 times, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk about it. If you're new here, I used the CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara in black. I'm going to go in with this Profusion lip liner in the shade Charm. I'm just going to top it off with some clear gloss, because I thought I ordered a lippy from BH, but I did not. If you guys have not tried these lip liners from Profusion, they are so creamy. I'm not even going to try to fake it. These are better than some of my more expensive liners. I love them. As soon as I do an order on Profusion, which I'm going to do soon, I'm getting all of their lip liners. Now y'all know we got to do the finger test. I'm so sorry. At least I'm respectful enough to do it on my behind the scenes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna go ahead and spray my face down really quick before my camera dies. And I'm gonna double check that I don't have mascara all over my face. All right. All right, you guys, so this is the final look that I came up with using all BH Cosmetics items except for my eyeliner, mascara, and my lip products. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. I feel like I was kind of all over the place, and if I was and you picked up on that, I apologize. Kind of out of my filming loop, and then towards the end I had to rush because my battery is dying. If you are new here, what's up? Welcome to the fam. I hope that you will hit that subscribe button before you leave and the bell notification so you are notified each time I upload a video, which is at current 3 times a week. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays for sure. Now we are incorporating more days into the loop, so we will be pumping out more videos. I'm so excited, you guys. Anyways, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all to pieces for continuing to support me and watch my videos and interact with me. Again, I love talking to you guys. So drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you liked to this video. If you have tried out any of these products or you're going to try them out. Again, I will see you guys in my next video. Again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.